Welcome to another episode of Intro to German. I'm just getting this German book off the shelf here. This is the first book I was using. Got this at Barnes & Noble in Salem, New Hampshire. It's like pretty yellow now. Actually, the pages have been faded a lot by the sun. That was 2016 in March, April-ish. So about 4 years ago. Pretty crazy to think like what 4 years can do for language learning progress. But most people really seem to want it to happen in about 2 weeks. Well, you can forget that. You can have a lot in 2 weeks. But to really be able to communicate at the level that you feel comfortable, what you're already used to in your current language, that is going to take a while. But I still want to start with sentences. I want to give you stuff you can use right away. If I give you words, it doesn't help you if you can't form the whole sentence. So, the way this book would break it down is, first you get some cognates, you get some words you can use, and I do think this is good. And I'm using the similar approach in my more theoretical videos, but then going into grammar and how sentence structure works, that's all theoretical. Let's just do some sentences. The first sentences that you should learn. So now I'm just going to doodle some up here. Here we go. A couple of contexts that you might be in: restaurant, train, gas station, supermarket. All these places are really where you do consumption. But if you're new to a language, you're probably not working in that language yet. So let's focus on consumption for now, because this is where you gain experience you can use in production. All right, so I have my list all filled out. This is all the stuff I'm going to show you in this video. It's a nice small piece of paper because it's pretty easy to go on and on about this, and I want it to be a short video, so the small piece of paper helps me keep it shorter. And I know I told you memorizing words does you absolutely no good because you need a sentence. That's really true, but with numbers, definitely try and learn all of the numbers as quickly as you possibly can, as long as you consider this country or this language to be a country or language you plan on having anything to do with in the future. All right, so first of all, a restaurant is called ein Restaurant. So that's a very similar word for you. Nice. I'm just going to give you one sentence here, because honestly, anyone can eat this food. Otherwise, you're going to have to learn the different foods that you like and then insert them into this sentence. I'll tell you what it means beforehand. I would like a salad without cheese. I feel like anyone could eat that. Non-vegans are allowed to eat not cheese. And gluten-free people are allowed to eat vegan food. Ich hätte gerne einen Salat ohne Käse. Ich hätte gerne einen Salat ohne Käse. I'll try and say it more slowly. Ich hätte gerne einen Salat ohne Käse. I would like a salad without cheese. It's almost word for word on the word order. And ich hätte gerne is I would like. So if you want a pizza without cheese, insert pizza instead of salad. Ich hätte gerne eine Pizza ohne Käse. Or if you didn't want to mention the no cheese for some reason, because you're at a vegan restaurant and you want the vegan cheese, ich hätte gerne einen Salat. I would like a salad. So, yeah, that's pretty good for you. You guys already have some food. Now you're not going to starve. Another just detail you could throw on there, you might say I'd like a garden salad. You already know the German word for garden because kindergarten is a German word. So it's ich hätte gerne einen Gartensalat ohne Käse. Now let's hit the train station, one of our favorite places to go. Places. So this next question is important. You're going to ask, when does the train leave? Wann fährt der Zug ab? Wann fährt der Zug ab? When is the train departing? When is the train leaving? Wann fährt der Zug ab? Very good, very good, very good. And another question you might need this information is very important. Which platform is it going to be on, or which track? And that's Welches Gleis? Welches Gleis? Which track? Which platform? Welches Gleis? Which track? Welches Gleis? So, which is welches, and Gleis is the track. I used to work on them. I worked as a land surveyor, and we were on the tracks a lot. Yeah, I'd rather be on the platform where the trains don't run. Better to be on the platform than on the track. So, let's go to the gas station because you get more freedom if you have a car than driving around in a train. If you're going to pay, you have to tell them which pump you went to or which pump you pumped at if they didn't already notice it. So we're going to say, Pump 3, please. Pumpe drei, bitte. Pump 3, please. Pumpe drei, bitte. So in Germany, you just pump it up, fill it up, then you go inside and pay. So I don't need to explain to the Americans, that's not how we usually do it. But if you're German and you're interested, and you're randomly watching this intro to German video, what we do is we put our credit cards in or debit cards in at the pump and pay at the pump. So you don't get any gas unless you actually paid for it. Otherwise, people might gas and run. And then you don't get any money for the gas you gave them. All right, so if you're going to pay, you're probably going to pay with card. I would anyway. Why wouldn't you? So what you want to say is mit Karte, bitte. Mit Karte, bitte. And I hadn't seen these much in the United States before I left, but I'm sure they're coming into style more and more now. Even though Germany doesn't really like paying with cards as much as the United States tends to, they do have the nice technology where you use the chip and you don't actually have to put the card in the slot or swipe it. Swiping it, oh my god, that was terrible. Swiping's just so out of date. But in Germany, you would either slide it into a slot, and now it's become very easy. You just like lay it on top or on the side of the machine and hold it there for a very short time, and it just beeps and you're good. Sometimes you need to put in your information, but anyway. With card, please. Mit Karte, bitte. With card, please. This is good practice. Talking to yourself, it's amazing practice. We're gonna go to the supermarket now. And if you want to pay with card at the supermarket, pay with card. With card, please. Mit Karte, bitte. Good. So, let's ask where some things are. And just as a disclaimer, no one's gonna ask you if you need help. So don't worry about that. If you're nervous about talking to people, you can walk around aimlessly for 6 hours in the store. No one will ever ask you if you need any help. I've never tried 6 hours, but I have the feeling no one would ever recognize me. Where is the sugar? You know, you're in a new country. It can be hard in your hometown to find stuff in a supermarket, especially if you're used to going to one supermarket, then you go to a different supermarket. Things are all organized differently. And you need to ask where things are, especially if you're in a different town every day, say you're going on tour through Germany. So say you're going on tour and you want to ask where's the sugar, say, wo ist der Zucker? Wo ist der Zucker? And that's another word for word translation as far as sentence word order goes. Wo is where, ist is, der is the, and Zucker is sugar. Similar. Zucker actually comes from Arabic. They kind of invented it. Anyway. Wo ist der Zucker? Where is the sugar? Nice. So let's find out what some other stuff is. Where is the bread? In case you're trying to get some German bread. They actually have gluten-free bread here too. This is a very bread-friendly country if you're a big fan of bread. So, wo ist das Brot? Wo ist das Brot? Where is the bread? Good job. You're probably kind of thinking, didn't you say, wo ist der Zucker? And now you're saying, wo ist das Brot? Why are you changing the word for the? Well, if you want to get into the theory, check out the theory videos, but that's a gender thing, and you'll learn about it in the theory videos on this channel. It's fun, but don't let it distract you. Remember how to say, wo ist das Brot? Don't worry about why it's das, but don't worry about why it's der Zucker. Just remember, it's wo ist der Zucker. You got it. And one more thing, this one's also das. Where is the water? This is important. If you need bottled water, I've had trouble finding water at supermarkets myself. Wo ist das Wasser? Wo ist das Wasser? Wo ist das Wasser? Now I understand you're not going to be able to understand their responses. Just kind of like point. Eventually someone will give you a point in the right direction. And if you get there and you don't see it, ask somebody there. But maybe you'll probably hear something like vorne, which means up front. It's usually not in the back for water. Sugar could be in the back, da hinten, but it doesn't matter. We'll get into that kind of detail in other videos. This is supposed to be a very introductory video where you get to say some stuff for yourself. Stuff that you might actually need to say in the imminent future if you're watching this video and you're interested in learning German. But can't fit it all into one short video, unfortunately. That's alright, we'll keep making videos. We'll see you in the next one.